Minister of Culture to launch Caribbean Friendship Week in the BVI, and the BVI Port Authority announces increased fees as well as a brand new website.
As well as we see where Governor Jasper, the immediately past governor, recognized the BVI financial services industry for its strong regulations, he says, as well as we see where the magistrate court is implementing a 14-day restriction for travelers which are to appear in court. All this and so much more when 284 News returns.
2020 posed its challenges, but thankfully, many community-minded individuals and businesses came to the forefront when needed. The BVI Red Cross would like to thank all the sponsors for their teamwork in ensuring the needs of the community were met all of 2020. The BVI Red Cross would like to thank the BVI public for your continued support throughout the year. Happy New Year from the BVI Red Cross. Let's make 2021 great with the power of.
Welcome there, viewers. Today is a Tuesday, January 26th, 2021, and we're coming to you live straight out of the British Virgin Islands. I am Kyla Kenesha Forbes.
And my name is Javon Wilson. Another beautiful and very promising day here in the British Virgin Islands. Of course, we are bringing you your local, regional, as well as international content. Now, Kyle, I think the world over is joining hands and hearts with us today as we remember a true legend, of course, the one and only, the legendary, the late Kobe Bryant, and of course, his daughters and the 7 other persons who died on this day last year in a tragic helicopter crash. So viewers, we're going to go to a quick video just in remembrance of who Kobe Bryant was, as well as the legacy he left behind. Let's watch.
26 days before that fateful Sunday morning on New Year's Eve, if you had seen Kobe Bryant, you would not have recognized him. The scowl was gone. The frowns were gone. So were the cerebral, guarded responses normally reserved for those he may have felt he needed to talk to, but still wanted to keep at bay. Yeah, he'd become a bit personable over the years without question. Had you seen Kobe on this night, you would not have recognized him. I'm so happy, bro, he said. I'm so happy. It wasn't difficult to imagine why. At age 37, he had retired, following 20 illustrious years in the NBA.
Oh, my goodness. Kobe with a 360 slam.
Where he captured 5 NBA championships.
Lakers repeat back-to-back title.
18 All-Star appearances, 12 All-NBA honors, 2 Olympic gold medals, 1 scoring title, wealth beyond his wildest dreams, and the kind of global notoriety normally reserved for individuals with the letters MJ. Before he turned 40, he'd won an Oscar for his best animated short film, Dear Basketball. And as if further accentuation was needed, the world would come to know him as the ultimate girl dad.
Breaking down the game.
I love this.
All those times seeing him with his lovely wife Vanessa and his beautiful daughters, what captivated people most was seeing him courtside with his daughter Gianna. She was the one he considered most like him. She was a baller. She wanted to be a baller, the one who'd ascend in years to come, a willing and anxious contributor, extender to the legacy of Kobe Bryant. Oh, she can ball, Stephen A. She's going to UConn, Stephen A. She's going to be an All-American, Stephen A. She's going to the WNBA. You'll see. And we all waited. We fantasized. We marveled and admired at the man who'd accomplished so much. But even more at the man so committed to giving the world so much more. Blessed with a beautiful daughter hell-bent on doing the same. It is because of those realities that even today, nearly 1 year after the helicopter crash last January 26th, took the lives of both these wonderful human beings and 7 others, that we still weep. We shake our heads incredulously, despondently, still struggling with the reality that the year 2021 is here now, filled with chaos and turmoil, no doubt, but ripe with even more new beginnings and beautiful possibilities. Yet there is no Kobe Bryant. In the end, all we can remember are the tears shed by Michael Jordan and Shaquille O'Neal, speaking volumes for us all. Because it speaks to all of us. It speaks for all of us. We still miss you, Kobe Bryant. Gone, but never forgotten.
So tough to watch that video, and like the guy said in the video, we are on to a new chapter, which of course is 2021. But yet, with all the perils we've seen, with all the successes we've seen, we have to move on without Kobe Bryant and of course his promising daughter Gianna. It's just really sad based on what experts are saying as well as it relates to the crash, because for quite a number of months, persons have been trying to figure out what exactly led to that tragic moment. And based on reports from the investigators on that case, there is now saying that we are weeks away. The facts are known and they will determine exactly what happened in a few weeks. But we just want to always continue to remember Kobe, somebody who definitely changed the game in so many ways, retiring at just a tender age of 40 years old, a family man, and by every meaning of the word, a true legend. So we want to continue to remember him. And of course, like everybody says, legacy continues based on what we do with our time here left on the earth. So we hope to continue his legacy.
Now, Javon and viewers, 2020 has been a tough year, and I feel it really jumped off. You know, the world was in shock after the death of Kobe Bryant. Of course, he was a father, a son, a friend, but he was a legend to the entire world. You know, everyone knew who Kobe Bryant was. So it's just a sad, sad loss, but also the young life of Gianna Bryant, his daughter. It's just really sad. And even a year later, you can feel it at the pit of your stomach. But
absolutely.
Yes. So viewers, let's jump right into today's newscast. Now, speaking at a press conference on the appointment of the Commission of Inquiry, outgoing British Virgin Islands Governor Augustus J.U. Jaspert said the BVI has, and I quote, an excellent financial services industry that is known worldwide for its strong regulations and international standards, end quote. The governor also said that the values of integrity, honesty, and respect, and I quote, run deep in the BVI and shine through every day without exception, end quote. The governor further acknowledged the BVI's early adoption of international standards, including the OECD's, which is the Organization for Economic Cooperation, common reporting standards, and automatic exchange of information. He also singled out the BVI's world-class BOSS system, which we know as the Beneficial Ownership Secure Search System, as part of its ongoing commitment to help tackle illicit finance and ensure transparency. Now, commenting on the governor's remarks, we see Miss Elise Donovan, CEO of BVI Finance. She said, and I quote, the BVI's reputation as a leading global financial center is built on a track record of international cooperation and of meeting the highest standards and international regulatory standards on transparency and information sharing, in addition to combating financial crime and money laundering. She went on to say, the financial services industry also embodies the values of integrity, honesty, and respect that the governor stated run deep in the BVI and shine through every day without exception. We welcome the acknowledgement made by the governor on the BVI's financial services industry as an element of the BVI that operates at the highest international standards. Those were the words of CEO Miss Elise Donovan. But Javon, much persons, although welcoming the Commission of Inquiry, are very concerned with the reputation and the stain in which this will kind of leave on our financial services industry. Persons are not appreciative of the international attention, the negative attention that we have been getting thus far from international media. But we do want to remind persons that our BVI financial services industry operates above and beyond international standards. And although the narrative might not narrate that, this is the fact and the truth.
Absolutely, and it's the reason why we have been able to maintain a robust and a resilient financial services sector despite all the factors. Irma came, hurricanes like Irma and Maria came, and the BVI's financial services industry has been challenged by many other factors. We can look at the beneficial ownership registers that are now being required. And we do know it will alter the way we go about doing things in the BVI and may significantly deter a lot of the clients coming to the BVI because of the new criterias. But nevertheless, the BVI's financial services sector continues to withstand all those challenges. And you're right, Kyla, despite being such a resilient industry, we do worry about the type of attention and the negativity that might be attracted to the territory by way of this commission of inquiry. And I think that's the reason why so many of the interviewers, the media personalities at the last conference with the governor, they were so adamant about getting the governor to answer that question. Do you genuinely believe that this will not affect our tourism and financial services sector, who we so solely depend on as it relates to not only supporting the economy, but the sole dependence as it relates to support our persons on the international scene? How then do we continue to move forward and strengthen our industries if it's being looked at in a very specific way?
Of course, and I think we have to recognize that the BVI is a major pillar internationally as it pertains to financial services industry. And some persons are not happy about that. So the narrative, I think, that is being painted about the BVI and the industry is false.
Absolutely.
But it is because of motive.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we've seen that several times. The BVI has received several attacks from the international media. And you're right, we are a competitive destination as it relates to financial services. And who wouldn't want to put us out of the competition?
But the facts is there.
Exactly. Viewers, we have to move on. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. But when we come back, Caribbean Friendship Weekend, that is going to be a very new and exciting thing for us here in the BVI. We'll talk about it when we return.
The win. Oh!
What are the hell?
I'm freaking out.
Is time.
284 News.
Coming to you live and direct from the beautiful British Virgin Islands.
What's poppin', what's really good, what's happening, what's up?
Davis has won it for the Lakers.
Is business slow? Cash flow down? Hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
Viewers, welcome back to 284 News. Now, the Minister of Education and Culture, Dr. the Honorable Natalio D. Whitley, will soon launch what he's calling Caribbean Friendship Weekend, an annual event that promises to promote social cohesion within the many nationalities, living here in the British Virgin Islands. Now, viewers, we were able to catch up with Dr. Whitley on this inspiration. So listen in.
On the last weekend of Black History Month, I am introducing a new event to the Virgin Islands. It's called Caribbean Friendship Weekend. This event is going to be for nationals who originate from various Caribbean countries to come together in fun, fellowship, cultural exchange. The inspiration for this event is to make sure that we see our diversity as a strength. And we have such a rich diversity in our community, but we need more social cohesion, more unity, and more togetherness. And that has been put on display on a number of different occasions. It's time for us to start working with each other and celebrating each other. And I also want to encourage persons who originate other places to have a love and appreciation for the BVI and for everybody to work together to make the BVI the best that it can be. So we're going to come together on the last weekend of Black History Month, which is February, and we're going to have a wonderful time. And I'm hoping and praying that everyone, all the different Caribbean associations, really get on board with this event.
Viewers, the minister is now hereby inviting a designate from all of the Caribbean associations here to join the committee that will be tasked with planning this event slated for the last week of February. A meeting will actually be held this Friday. That, of course, is January 29th at the Ministry of Education, Culture, Agriculture, Fisheries, Youth Affairs, and Sports. Of course, that is located upstairs the Cricky Building on Main Street for those who are interested in being a part of this organizing effort. Of course, if you have questions, any queries at all, you can call the ministry at 468-2151. Kyla, I believe for a destination like the BVI and where we are home to, I think, over 100 nationalities, not I think, well over 100 nationalities. I think this effort is certainly needed to promote social cohesion in the community. I think it's no secret that there seems to be a very fragile relationship between the local community and the expatriate community. But if I'm to be honest, I am not sure that we have done anything significant enough to bridge the gap between the nationalities in the community. And so I think this is a great beginning. And I think efforts like these, they really will help. You know, even when we had issues in the past regarding the expatriate and local community, one of the things I would always suggest is maybe we need a Department of Social Cohesion that can promote these types of activities. And I see here as Minister of Culture, Dr. the Honorable Natalia Waitley's taken that into consideration. And he's saying, listen, it's time for us to celebrate our diversity and see that as a strength, especially now when I think it is a very critical component to the BVI moving forward. So I think when we use the hashtag BVI Love, this is exactly what we should mean. I think we are a culture pot and it's to be celebrated.
I agree. Now, being a melting pot, I do think that this is a strength, and I'm very happy to see these efforts being put forward by the Minister of Education as well as Culture. So we do hope that this will be well received.
Absolutely.
Now, viewers, still ahead, the Magistrate Court implements a full 14-day restriction for travelers who are to appear in court, as well as we see where the BVI Ports Authority has increased some of their fees. So viewers, you do want to hear all about it. I'm certain about that. We are 284 News and we'll be right back.
Father Jesus, that line you long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny Boy, come, yes, Sonny.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny Boy. Hold on there. You must have cut front of people.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man, forget you.
How may I assist you? You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join a prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Welcome back, viewers, to 284 News. Now, The magistrate court is asking for all parties involved in court proceedings who has traveled after receiving government clearance after their 4-day quarantine period to adhere to an additional 10-day period before appearing physically at the magistrate court. The protocol was and it took effect on January 25th. This was simply a precaution that will serve as an additional layer of protection against the COVID-19 virus. The decision was confirmed by Magistrate Court Manager Mrs. Annette Williams-Sylvester in a government-issued press release. Mrs. Williams-Sylvester explained the reason for implementing the newly imposed health protocol. She said, and I quote, "As the number of judicial officers and court staff are finite, we cannot risk our operation coming to bait as a result of exposure of COVID-19 due to the inherent risk of a shortened quarantine period. Our premises are also small and the number of persons requiring access to justice daily continues to grow. Time and crowd management remain a constant struggle despite our best efforts." She continued, "The incubation period for the virus is known to be 14 days and in some cases can be as long as 21 days, while the 4-day multiple test regime does provide a layer of protection. A 14-day period of quarantine is preferable to ensure the safety and protection of court officers." Since December 1st of 2020, viewers, we know that the borders to the territory have been open to visitors, and as evident by published statistics, a number of cases have been and continue to be imported into the territory. The court has recognized the level of risk that this poses, and as they endeavor to continue providing services, they must make modifications to safeguard the health of all. Now, all persons to which this notice applies or even close contacts of someone who falls within this category are asked to contact the court office at telephone number 468-4360 or 468-4283 to make any arrangements for a matter to be heard electronically or to be adjourned for a later date.
All right, and as we move on, viewers, the BVI Ports Authority announced that they would have adjusted some fees just recently as amended in the British Virgin Islands Port Authority Amendment Regulations 2020. Now, the BVI Ports Authority is a revenue-generating entity, and the fees collected represent 100% of its budget. Now, Mr. Claude Kettle, Director of Finance at BVI Port Authority, said that, and I quote, "BVI Port Authority is required to examine its costs to operate and to recommend adjustments to its fees structure to ensure the economic sustainability of the authority. These overdue adjustments in select fees are necessary to efficiently and properly operate and further develop our territory's port facilities," end of quote. Now, viewers, the amendment to the port fees ensures that the authority can continue to meet the cost of its payroll, of course, improvement and modernizing of its technology operations, and of course, to accomplish the authority's robust infrastructure development plans. This amendment was also made effective on the 18th of December 2020. However, Acting Managing Director Olivine Maynard said, and I quote, "The BVI Ports Authority is applying a grace period for the full implementation until March 1st of 2021 to ensure that the public has the opportunity to become familiar with the new fees." She said, "After this date, all payments must reflect the new fees established by the amendment." Now, viewers, in 2008, there was a partial adjustment to the fee structure, specifically harbor changes in the British Virgin Islands Ports Authority Amendment Number 2 Regulations 2008. The revised British Virgin Islands Ports Authority fees, which came into effect on the 18th of December, like we mentioned, can now be viewed on the website. That is bviports.org, which, by the way, Kyla, was recently newly designed. The website features a streamlined and modern design, improved functionality, and easy access to essential information to help ship agents as well as shippers, cruise companies, and the public find BVI Port Authority's documents, schedules, and all the notices. The new comprehensive website brings together the new branding feel and offers new features such as a section on COVID-19, of course, that is very specifically related to the Port Authority. Now, Natasha Chalwell, the marketing director of BVI Port Authority, said, and I quote, "Our updated website will give us an enhanced, more professional online presence that highlights our core competencies. The COVID-19 page very specifically provides our BVI public and prospective seaport visitors with current, easily accessible information about our operations in the COVID era," end of quote. Now, viewers, once again, the acting managing director, Ms. Olivine Maynard, said, and I quote once again, "We are thrilled to debut our company website to our clients, partners, and the local public who are looking to understand the breadth of BVI PA products and services. The website redesign truly ties together all the port services into one place and allows for each visitor to have the same experience and access to our robust service information, educational materials, and compliance alerts," end of quote. The BVI PA's new website will be updated on a regular basis. That's according to management, with news of service launches, regulatory changes, essential client information, and corporate milestones. Big deal for the BVI Ports Authority. We see, of course, this in two facets. Of course, the fees have been adjusted, and I don't think it comes as a surprise. We do know that by way of our main port, they have suffered some major losses as a result of the halt that came with sea travel as a result of COVID-19 and this pandemic. So being that it is an independent entity and having to monitor and manage its own budget, I think it was only some time before these fees were introduced or really increased rather to fit these times. And as well, accessibility is always key, especially in this time where we require touchless transactions. We do see the BVI Ports Authority, by way of revamping their website, becoming a lot more accessible. A lot more information is being made available there. So overall, we're just very happy to see it. We want to congratulate the team over there at the BVI Ports Authority. And of course, encourage you to continue to be safe under these trying times.
Of course, we're very happy for the management and staff over at the BVI Ports Authority. As we know, they went through that rebranding just a few months ago, and now we see them with a new website. So I'm very happy to see them evolving as a board and a body in general. But viewers, guess what? That is it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for daily news updates at 284media.com and like us on Facebook at 284media, as well as 284BVI on Instagram, as well as Twitter. I am Kyla Kenesha Forbes.
And my name is Javon Wilson, of course, thanking you for always making it your priority to sit in with us at 6 p.m. every single day. Well, every day of the working week, Monday to Fridays. And of course, want to welcome you to join us again tomorrow for your daily dose of local, regional, and international content. And like Kyla said, if you are yet to visit our spanking website, you definitely want to go over there to 284media.com, where we cover a range of articles, viewers, beyond what we're able to present here on this daily newscast. So head over to 284media.com. Again, my name is Javon Wilson, and thank you so much for making it 284 News. Take care.